Howdy pessoal, my name is André and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. I was actually wondering recently why I had seen updates to the testing branch, but it wasn't getting reflected on my game. And then I realized that I'm using the public branch instead of the testing branch. So I went, okay, I need to fix that. And I went to grab the testing branch and the game just instantly crashes. So I can't use the testing branch. However, today is Wednesday, the 8th. And tomorrow the game will be, the test branch will be released to the public branch. Now, what's the situation? The latest update focuses on why can't they access this? That's odd. So the latest, I need to put this a little bit louder. Okay, so the latest update to the game, or the are they here in the plant this year? The latest, this test branch focuses heavily on game fixes. And it also focuses on world generation things. So basically, the way that the world generates has been tweaked and fixed. And it has been tampered with quite a bit. They have added a few things on the world generations. They have they realized that there were geysers missing on some worlds, or there were more geysers than what they should be on another world. So they actually tweaked those things and fixed it. So as you guys know, and I have restarted this game over and over again, so I went, okay, what if just that why can't I? Okay, iron 2, iron ore to iron. Okay. And I went, okay, what if I just, what if I restart the game? This is not what I want. What if I just restart the game? So, yeah, it's going to be a heavy patch. That's why I'm doing that, okay? I have restarted this game due to updates like 4 times, 5 times. And I usually only do that when there's significant changes specifically to the world generations. Now, they're not as heavy as the last one. The last one, the change to the last one was what we see now as... Why can't you go there? Oh. Okay. The changes to the last one... There you go. Okay. The changes to the last, the changes made on the last update to the world generations gave us this, this closeness of the asteroids. Okay, this was like a drastic one. The next update won't be as heavy as this, but apparently there are quite a few changes on how the world, is generated. So they have added a few things there, removed over there, and so. It's going to be a little bit different, and I want to explore that. So, I am going to make this video where I'm going to try to make a few things. I'm not going to focus. I'm not going to worry about what I'm going to have to do tomorrow or any of that. But I've learned quite a few things. I'm always learning with this game, which is amazing. I've learned a few things on the way, which is great. And okay, let's see how things are here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a normal gameplay today, just to give me the opportunity of learning 1 or 2 things. Barbecue, sure, why not? Again, but that's gonna be the last video of this series, and hopefully the next gameplay will not be identical to this. Okay, how much do we have? Conveyor loader. Oh, there's a thing there. They've changed a few things. I haven't seen that. Maybe there's, I don't know. Conveyor loader. there's nothing there, right? Yeah. So that's part of the loader, or not. I don't know. Maybe this is... Ah, okay. This is like... Oh, the... Yeah. Okay. I actually thought they were making the object was displaying what it was inside, but it's the conveyor rail that's not doing its thing properly. It's on top of the other things. Okay. Cycle 299. Okay. And we are making good oxygen. Yeah, this turned out to be quite a useful thing. So if I go here to Sandora, how much we have 59 units. How much clay do I have? Okay. We have half a ton. It's not phenomenal, but it's much better than what I used to have. So we're very, very good. One thing that I don't know what's going on is I still have 5 critters here. They're not grabbing the critters and putting them there for some weird reason. I don't know why. Yeah, they only grabbed 4 and the rest is just laying here. I don't know why. I'm saying, what if I do 1? What if I say that? Will this make any difference? Auto wrangle surplus. Okay. Okay, this is working very, very well, which is great. Yeah, things seem to be working kind of okay-ish. And we have coming up 8 germs, zombie spores. Let me check one thing. Oxygen. Okay. Now there might be germs, which there aren't, which is amazing. Oxygen. Breathable gas. We have 1387. All of our oxygen is clean. Which means that... Let me check something. Which means that I'm grabbing polluted oxygen with slime lung. I'm cleaning it to be oxygen with slime lung. However, due to most likely a bug, when you pipe the oxygen that has slime lung, the slime lung disappears. So there's no slime lung here, which is good, I think. Yeah. Why? So yeah, that's a good thing. Amazing. Okay. I'm tempted to okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to start sending. Let's deconstruct this. Let's deconstruct all of these. Because, or no. Let's do... I'm gonna send all of the eggs. Let's do critter eggs. Where are you? Critter eggs. Então. Eita. Critter egg. Okay. Let's send Draklets and glossy Draklets out. And let's do... remove. Cancel. And just leave that for now. Like that. So we are going to send all of the eggs out to the other side. They're throwing the eggshells as well, which is great. Rot pile. Okay, hot polluted oxygen vent. Idle. Perfect. I like this. It's perfect. I don't think I'm gonna have such luck on my next gameplay, but let's see how that goes. There we are. Very good. Sandora. Sandora's okay. They're not doing much. One of the things that I learned here is that you don't need a lot of duplicants, because after a little bit of time, most of your duplicants will be, you know, idle. And you don't want that. We have 1,000,000 calories almost, which is amazing. This turned out to be a bit messy. I was not able to... yeah, this is now at 50 degrees. So I should have probably... tried a little bit better in containing the temperature of this cool steam vent, because it's the way I made it. I'm allowing the temperature to go inside my base, and I should have probably made that a little bit better. What that's doing is it's causing all of this to become hot, and all of my base basically to become hot. Temperatures are about 40 degrees, which means that they will eventually become not burned, but they will become stressed out because they're working in a warm environment. Yeah. One of the things that I could have done, well, not that I could have done, but I didn't have enough water. At least I thought. I could have cooled down the water with an, what's it called? Not utilities. With the thermo aqua tuner. This planet is hot. So as you can see, if we go to the temperature, its surface is hot, with the exception of this, which is not as hot, but this is hot, which is usually not how the world starts. Usually the surface is always cold, but this one is hot, which makes a little bit of a difference. What else? What else? I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do different on my next playthrough. I like the way that I'm doing the rooms. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I would like your opinion. Even though the way that I use the suits is not perfect, because every now and then they for a few seconds can't leave. They can't leave the room because their suit is preventing them from leaving the room. But I think this is a very good way to actually use the suits. So I don't know if you've seen how I did it, but basically the way I do it is, once a suit is worn, this auto sweeper throws the suit into the conveyor loader, which will, for instance, let's start with this room because this is like the starting point, right? So they drop the worn suit. The suit goes here. It gets dropped here, which in turn is grabbed by this auto sweeper. Since it's worn, it cannot be put into the oxygen thingies, so it's also thrown into this conveyor loader. It'll go all the way up here. Oh, no. I was misleading you. That's one of the things that I wanted to do. I never actually decided to do it. So they will manually grab the worn suits and put it here. And then, once the suit is made, then the auto sweeper will throw the suit here, which will be dropped here, will be put in the oxygen thing if it has the availability to that. Otherwise, it will be thrown to the conveyor loader, which will then lay it here. If there's an available slot, it will be put here. Otherwise, it will be thrown to the conveyor loader, which in turn will go all the way up here, and it will throw the suit on the other planet, Regalola. This, in turn, will be thrown into here, which will travel all the way down here, and it will be put here. where it will be thrown into an oxygen thingy. If it's a worn suit, or if it's an extra suit, then that suit or that worn suit will be thrown in the conveyor loader, which will in turn be thrown to the other asteroid. So if I have more suits than I should, the suits will be constantly traveling through the circuit, which is not a problem, but kind of to prevent that, I have buffers. So I have two good suits here, and I also have one suit, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, one suit here and one suit there. So of course the suits need to be counted. I need to know exactly, or I need to have exactly a certain number of suits. Otherwise we're going to have suits running around unnecessarily. More things. So I like this, and it occupies more space than what I'd like to. But if you take a look at this, we have good oxygen all around, and all of the carbon dioxide is being thrown away. See that? So every time that every time that the accumulated carbon dioxide exceeds a certain amount, it is thrown away. Of course, there are bits of oxygen here and there that are also going to be thrown away, but it is what it is. I can't. If I considered adding a filter so that only the carbon dioxide will be filtered here, but a gas filter costs 120 watts, which is it's a bit heavy for what I want. So I don't mind sending bits of oxygen here. It has less than a kilogram of oxygen, or no, it has 1 kilogram of oxygen. It might get thrown here. I'm okay with that. We do have a little bit of oxygen here and there. Another thing that might end up happening is I might end up with oxygen being thrown into this canister filler, which will then be used. It will be emptied out here. And this is my oxygen. This is something that I also enjoyed. This is my oxygen reuser. Basically what's happening is every now and then, well, not every now and then, whenever they have a worn suit, they drop the suit, and with it there's a canister of oxygen with the remaining oxygen that was on the suit, which is a good way for you not to lose oxygen. But what happened was that oxygen, and you can see it here in Regalola, if you don't take care of it, see that we have almost 1400 kilograms of oxygen that was being just thrown out by the worn suits. So in this planet I have no oxygen. Well, I've had, but I don't have any oxygen issues. We have all of the oxygen that we want, okay? All of the oxygen that we want, and then more some. And we still have enough water, so we're good oxygen wise. In this side, it's not that we don't have enough oxygen, it's that we don't have enough oxygen production. So if you take a look at Regalola, we have 4 duplicants, and we are making 888 grams per second. So for normal duplicants will consume 400 grams per second. So I'm making twice of what they need. In Sindora, they are 8. There used to be 8. 2 of them are out, but they used to be 8. So I'm making pretty much just as much oxygen as what they need. So if I am throwing away every cycle 30, 40, 50 kilograms of oxygen because of the worn suits, what will happen, and what it did happen, is that we don't have enough oxygen to fill the atmosuit docks, and as such they will basically start suffocating because they don't have enough oxygen, which is, you know, bad in a way. So I had to fix that. I had to realize what was happening. That was the tough part. And then I just did a quick fix where I basically have a canister emptier that only accepts oxygen, and then the oxygen that the oxygen that gets emptied here will then be thrown back into the oxygen system. That way, I'm not losing any oxygen. What I gained from that was having, in a continuous way, I was having atmosuits becoming without oxygen. It started with one of them, then two, then three, because this is the end of the line for the oxygen. See that? So this will get filled first, and this will get filled later. So I was getting, in this room, I was constantly getting 1, 2, and then 3 atmosuitox that were not having enough oxygen. Once I did this, and I grabbed the excess, well, not excess, but the remaining oxygen and throw it back into the network, the problem got solved in like 2 cycles. Okay, after 2 or 3 cycles, I had all the oxygen that I needed. So as you can see, an electrolyzer that's giving me 888 grams per second can fill and deal with 8, well, it's 6, but it used to be 8 duplicants without any issues. And this suit structure that I have, in my perspective, is just brilliant. Not brilliant, because it's not brilliant, but it's good. It's sustainable and it's good. And yeah, and we have lots of kitties. See that? I just have lots and lots of kitties. I didn't do much with the critters except these, because these are useful. They will give, you see that? We have 40 tons of plastic. 40 tons. Did we do something with the plastic? No, we didn't. Were we going to do something with the plastic? Yes, we would. But we didn't. So yeah, it is what it is. I think I'm going to stop the game here. It's going to be a short video because today I realized that they were going to launch the update tomorrow. This video will go out tomorrow to me, which is Thursday. I really hope that you will stay with me while I make the other playthrough. Usually, actually, whenever I start a new gameplay, the first few videos are always much better viewership-wise than the ones that I'm having right now, because people will stop seeing my videos along the way. You know what I mean? It's a normal thing here on YouTube. Of course, if you are a big YouTuber where you have like 100,000 views on a video, after 30 videos you might end up with 80 or 70,000. It's still a lot, but for me, instead of having like 100 views, I'll end up with 20, 30, which is a big dip, but much more than 5 or 6. That's what I have on other gameplays. So yeah, thank you. I really hope that you can stay with me here. I love the tips that you give me. It's always amazing. I don't want to mention anybody because I might forget somebody else, but there are a few people that are consistently giving me tips, and I really appreciate that. Even though sometimes, or most of the times, I can't implement the tips that they give me, but I know them. And by knowing them, I sometimes know how to act or not to act according to those tips. So keep them coming, because they are very, very useful. And that's it. Let's take a look at one last time at what this will be. It was a good run, my friends. It was a good run. And let's hope that the next run is as good as this, at least. I didn't do much here. We're only at 300 cycles in. That's like beginning of the gameplay, basically. This had a lot of potential. One thing that I learned is I shouldn't do this that I did. Instead of dropping the polluted water into here, which is just off-gassing like crazy, I should have had this closely, or I should have like made a little locked thing, so that once it off-gassed, it wasn't able to actually do we have, not that I need it, but let's do it like this. Okay, let's remove this battery. let's add, and let's say automation. Let's do Pumbaa e Pumbaa. And that should be good. And I can say something like 10. There you go, see that? Amazing. And there we go. So, that's it. I don't have anything else to do. This is an asteroid with some potential. It has volcanoes, which would allow me to make steam, which is great. It has a cool slush geyser, which is like the most precious thing that you want in this game, is a cool slush geyser. This will allow you to make this will make your life much easier. And the other one, this one, which I didn't get to explore, I think it had a lot of volcanoes in it, like copper, iron, and all that stuff, which would be an amazing asset as well. My friends, that's it. Again, I'm sorry. I was not able to go much further than what I did. But I really do enjoy exploring the new things of the game. So, yeah, next time, let's see how the world is generated. Hopefully the world will be generated slightly differently than what we accomplished right now. I think I'm going to start in a different biome than what I did on this one. I will still go to the hardest difficulty on the selection screen. But more than that, what I want to do is I want to have a different start of the game, okay? Because after a while, the game just becomes pretty much the same as any other start that you have. You just need to reach that point. I haven't reached that point yet, but if I started exploring this, lots of gold amalgam, then I would have... there are a few things that are interesting that I really want to explore in the next gameplay, such as having asteroids being automatically thrown from one place to another so that we can exchange resources. That's something interesting. But since they are making such a heavy change on this particular patch, I think they are actually going to release the game tomorrow. I'm not sure. But let's hope that they made everything that they can in this patch, and that the next patch will be a little bit smaller, so that I don't feel compelled into starting a new game again. So, my friends, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this little gameplay, and as always, I hope to see you all on my next video. Bye bye.